This is the worst it will ever be. It's an expression used widely to describe nascent technology that has huge future potential and years or even decades of development and improvement ahead. I used the expression myself just yesterday to convey my feelings on artificial intelligence as it stands today. The technology behind AI is already incredible, but this is the worst it will ever be. With each passing day, each passing year, and each passing iteration, AI will get smarter, more intuitive, and more useful. As that song said, things can only get better. The best is yet to come. There's an iPhone 16 on my desk. It's actually the iPhone 16 Pro Max, an incredible piece of technology, a far cry from my first iPhone back in 2007. It's also noticeably better than the iPhone 14 I had before. And yet, I know this is the worst it will ever be. Within the next few months, Apple will release a new model. In all likelihood, it'll have a better camera. It will make greater use of AI. It will make my current phone seem positively old fashioned. And because my livelihood depends on them, my computer, my camera, my microphone, and my lighting system are state of the art. They're expensive and they're broadcast quality, but they too are the worst they will ever be. As much as I love it, my microphone is at least one generation out of date. My computer is two generations behind the times. By the time I get around to replacing them, I'll probably be three or four generations behind the curve. From the TV you watch in the evening to the car you drive to and from work, regardless of the make, model, or year of manufacture, they are the worst they will ever be. And the same applies to demolition and construction equipment. You or your company may have paid top dollar for the best excavator, dozer, or wheel loader on the market today. You may have tricked it out with every bell and whistle you could possibly think of. But even then, that machine is the worst it will ever be. Even while you're still enjoying that new machine smell, there's a research and development team beavering away in a manufacturer's secret skunk work somewhere to make the next iteration of your machine safer, cleaner, more productive, more intuitive, better. And that's how progress works. We might get teary-eyed about excavators of yesteryear and vintage dozers from days gone by, but we know in our heart of hearts that A, we've never had it so good, and that B, future generations will have it even better. This is the worst it will ever be applies to all things technological or engineering based. But does it also apply to entire industries? Can we, hand on heart, look at the demolition and construction industry of today and truly believe that things will only get better? That each new step along the path of progress will bring about only improvements? Or is the worst yet to come? Will future sites actually be safer? Will accidents and fatalities really be consigned to the history books? Or will they continue? Will they get worse? Will the electrification of equipment finally satisfy our desire for cleaner, more sustainable operations? Or is this merely the beginning? Will future generations be content with machines that do no harm to the environment? Or will they require machines to do actual physical and tangible good, creating fresh air out of fresh air? Will we one day learn how to smooth out the highs and lows of demolition and construction workloads? Will we, as a result, provide workers with greater job and financial security? Will we lighten their physical and mental load? Will we finally realise that women really do have a place on site and that they too can be an integral part of the team? Or will we continue down our chosen path of feast and famine, expendable workers, and women sidelined because they inconveniently have ovaries? Will the equipment we know and love today be consigned to museums and private collectors, replaced by faceless, characterless, and operatorless autonomous machines? If so, is that really an improvement? Will future generations look at the industry of today in the same shock and wonder that we do with the industry of the 60s and the 70s, when there was no health and safety regulations, no PPE, and practices and procedures that resulted in frequent deaths and even more frequent accidents? Or will those future generations look back at the industry of today as the golden age, the point where the industry's evolution peaked before sliding into a steep and ongoing decline? From AI to mobile phones and computers, from cars to excavators, TVs to cameras, these are each the worst they will ever be. The future will unquestionably make each of them better. But can we say the same for the wider demolition and construction industry? Can we? Are you sure?